My name is Sabrina and I am the production designer for Jungle Door. Jungle Door is the first production I ever got to work on with Eva's Echo Theatre Company. We developed and staged this show as part of the Where We Are Now festival back in 2018, and that is based in Sligo. Since then I have had the pleasure of travelling around with this show with the whole team, and we've staged this show in Galway, Naas and most recently Edinburgh. Being a part of the team who took Jungle Door to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival was a fantastic and incredible experience. The whole Eva's Echo team as well was so supportive in still allowing me to be a part of this show. I am the only member of the team who is not currently based in Ireland, so as you can imagine that presented itself with its own set of challenges. Most of this was basically made possible with countless Zoom calls and I don't know how many Facebook messages. Another set of challenges that this also presented itself with was just simply the fact that none of us had ever set foot in the space in Edinburgh up until the show, and because I am not in Ireland, that then meant I couldn't be in the rehearsal room with everybody. So a lot of the props and a lot of the set, the actors and the director, they unfortunately didn't get to see until they landed in Edinburgh, which I can only imagine is very stressful. So hats off to them, they did a great job with everything and interacting with the set and the props. In order to take Jungle Door to the Fringe, this involved raising funds just to help with our costs. And so this allowed us to be creative as a team and come up with some fun fundraising ideas. My favourite fundraising activity had to be the 550 kilometres challenge from Galway to Edinburgh. This allowed me to help get involved with the fundraising, as I couldn't be there for any of the game nights or any of the pub quizzes that the team ran in Galway, and I heard that they were a great hit. But the 550 kilometres challenge allowed me to kind of get out on my feet and help just support the show being over in England. So I took this opportunity to travel around different cities, recording everything, counting my steps, and really just getting involved. It was a great July, just part and parcel because of that challenge. It was so much fun. By far, the most exciting part of this journey was getting to just reunite with everybody in Edinburgh. It had been about, I suppose, at that point, it was about 9 or 10 months that since I'd last seen them to like work on Jungle Door. So it was really exciting, and it just really solidified how real everything was getting. So the team landed in Edinburgh on the Sunday, and we were performing on the Monday, so it really just sped up the whole process of the Fringe experience, and it was just really nice to see everybody again. Getting to work alongside the entire team, Connor, Rena, Hazel, there is no words to describe how much I enjoy working with all three of them. They're a fantastic group to work with, just on a team basis. They have so much creative energy and it makes you want to be more creative, and I really just loved getting to spend an entire week with them, analysing, creating ideas, even just flying on the Royal Mile. It was absolutely amazing. And I do have to say, some of the highlights of the whole Edinburgh trip was flying on the Royal Mile, going to see shows, getting to obviously reunite with the whole team, and basically we got to meet loads of different people and also got to see some old friends. So yeah, I cannot put into words how happy I am that I got to be a part of it. So obviously there was a few little stress points for anyone taking a show to the Edinburgh Fringe. This would definitely be my biggest like heads up. So we had 5 minutes to get in and get out. This essentially was a huge learning curve. So for me, as stage management, production, I basically had 5 minutes to dress the set, get all the props ready and set up backstage. And I then had 5 minutes at the end to reverse it and take it all down. Basically, the reason for that time is simply because you are not the only one. There is so many shows going on and they are back to back. So our show started at 5:10 and finished at 6:10, and the show before us finished at 5, and the show after us started at 6:20. So there was really no time at all, and you're also very aware that the longer the person takes before you, the less time you have to set up, which then could also push back the start time of your show, and then you're eating into someone else's time. So you're very aware of that the whole time you're setting everything up and taking everything down, and only a couple of times did I actually ever interfere with that. That was basically my biggest part of the entire show. So I really appreciated all of the support, the team, like the whole Jungle Door team. You cannot fault them. They just embody teamwork. I don't think there's any other way I can describe it, because if they didn't, I could not have gotten all of that sorted in time. But that was really it. That was the biggest stress, I think, of the whole time. And by the end of it, it was running like clockwork. It was so smooth. We were, I think, one of the shows towards the end, we had like a minute left, like a minute or 2 minutes left, and I was like, oh my god, I can just relax. And it was, yeah, it kind of just became like clockwork and like riding a bike. Having been through my first Edinburgh Fringe experience, I can honestly say that I have learned so much about taking a show on tour, and really and truly, I cannot think of a better show and a better team to go to Edinburgh with than the team behind Jungle Door. And yeah, it has been an experience to remember.